जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी। हरि जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी। कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जना वल्लभा जय गिरिवराधारी जय गिरिवराधारी। जय गिरिवराधारी जय गिरिवरा जय गोपी जना वल्लभा जय गिरिवराधारी जय गिरिवराधारी। धारी बरा जय यशोदनंदना जय ब्रजजन रंजना। जय यशोदनंदना जय ब्रजजन रंजना। जय नाना जय यमुनतिरवनचारी जय कुंज विहारी। जय कुंज विहारी जय यमुनतिरवनचारी जय कुंज विहारी। जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय जय कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी धावा कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा जय गिरिवराधारी जय गिरिवराधारी। जय गोपी वल्लभा जय धारी जय गिरिवराधारी। जय राधा माधवा जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे राम हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. Thank you. Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. We never glorified Vrindavan. Saturday. Just repeat with me. Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Sham, Jai Jai Sri Vrindavan Dham. Jai Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Sham, Jai Jai Sri Vrindavan Dham. Jai Radhe, Jai Jai Sham, Jai Dham. Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jai Jaya Sham, Jai Jaya Sri Vrindavan Dham. Jai Jaya Sri Vrindavan Dham. Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jaya Jaya Sham, Jaya Radhe, Jaya Sham, Jaya Jaya Radhe, Jaya Jaya Sham, Jaya Sham, Jaya Jaya Sri Vrindavan Dham, Jaya Vrindavan Dham. जय जय श्री वृंदावन धाम, जय जय वृंदावन धाम, जय जय राधे जय जय श्याम, जय जय श्री वृंदावन धाम, जय जय राधे जय श्याम, जय जय श्री वृंदावन। पवन राधे तिरुनाम, पवन श्री वृंदावन धाम, पवन राधे तिरु, पवन श्री, पवन राधे तिरुनाम, पवन श्री वृंदावन धाम, तिरुनाम, पवन श्री वृंदावन धाम. Comparatively, Radha's holy name is more powerful than Krishna. In Skanda Purana, in the Krishna chapter, it is mentioned that when you say Ra, Krishna will come running to you. When you say Dha, he will give everything to you. Pavan Radhe Tero Naam, Pavan Sri Vrindavan Dham, Pavan Sri Vrindavan Dham, Pavan Radhe Tero Naam, Pavan Radhe Tero Naam, Pavan Radhe Tero Naam, Pavan Sri Vrindavan Dham, Pavan Dham, Pavan Sri Vrindavan Dham, Pavan Jaya Jaya Radhe Jaya Jaya Sham, Jaya Jaya Sri Vrindavan Dham, Jaya 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 Sham, Jaya Jaya Vrindavan Dham. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare 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 Rama Ram Hare Nitai Gorango Nitai Gorango Nitai Go Nitai Gorango Nitai Gorango Nitai Go Nitai 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 Gorango Gorango Nitai Gorango Gorahari Nitai Jaya Satchinandana Jaya Satchinandana Nandana Jaya Satchinandana Gaura Hari Hari Patita Pavana Gaura Hari Pati Hari Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Ram Ram Ram. Jaya Radha Radhanatha Radha Radhanatha Sri Radhe. Jaya Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan, Giri Govardhan, Jaya Giri Govardhan. Jaya Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari. Hari Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada Jaya Jaya. Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev. नाम संकीर्तन की जय, अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, जगत प्रपाद की जय। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वापदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवां च श्रीरूपं सागरजातं सहगना रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादां सहगना ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च। नमः ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदांत स्वामीति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमस्तुते। तप्त कांचन गौरंगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। बर्हापीडं नटवरवपुः कर्णयो कर्णिकारं बिभ्रद्वासा कनिककपिशं वैजयन्ती चमालं। रन्ध्रान् वेणुरदरसुधयो पूरयन् गोपवृन्दै वृन्दारण्यं सपदरमणं राविशत्कीर्तिकीर्तिः। अहो बकीयं समगालकूपं वाञ्छकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Today we will discuss from Srimad Nectar of Instruction, known as Upadesha Amrita. Upadesha, Upadesha, giving the orders, Adesha. It is not suggestion, advice, it is instruction. That's the orders it is. So, it is also when we take initiation, it is also called Upadesha. When you take initiation, it is called Upadesha. Why? Because spiritual master gives an order. When individual surrenders to the spiritual master, we are taking a vow, sankalpa. If you very attentively hear the Gita process, doing the yajna, Then you are taking in the yajna, we give the water in your hand, and pujari, yes, take first sankalpa, hey, Govinda, Govinda, then you take your name, spiritual master name. After that, you are taking the vows, sankalpa, that I will follow the rules and regulations and so many. Okay? When you take the vows, one should not should not deviate from the vows. We are doing the vows in front of the Supreme Lord. Yajna, personification of Yajna is none but Krishna, who incarnated Yajna in the Swambhu Manvantara. Okay? We are taking the vows in front of the Lord directly. And spiritual master take the responsibility, give the bail application just like. Okay? And that's why in the Nectar of Instruction and Nectar of Devotion, La Prabhupada, what he writes, what is the initiation? Means, you done the Nectar of Devotion? La Prabhupada, very in the introduction itself, initiation means it is establishing connection between the Jiva and Supreme Lord via spiritual master. That is initiation. That's a Upadesha. It is orders he gives back. Because when a living entity surrenders, surrender means just, oh, my Guru Maharaj, I am surrendered. Not that. One should surrender 100%. Surrender got the 6 limbs. Anukulasya sankalpa pratikulasya varjanam rachishyati vishwaso goptrutve varanam yatha atmanichepakarpanya shadvida sharanagati. When you do in these 6 follow, then you say, I am fully surrendered. Anukulasya sankalpa. I have taken vows to serve you. What is favorable to you? General, what you say, what is favorable to me? Oh, only once in a week I can come. That is my favorable to me. What is favorable to Krishna? That we don't care. But we have taken all anukulasya sankalpa. My Lord, I will serve as favorable. What is favorable to you? And Krishna giving instruction through spiritual master. Spiritual master via media. And when you say at the time of initiation, we take vows and we promise that I will do service, Maharaj. After that, not doing, it is a serious offense. I am telling you, these are related to the Kanishta Adhikari in the today's discussion. How many verses are there in Nectar of Instruction? Only 11. You can memorize. Daily one. 11 days you memorize. Jai Sri Sri Radha Radhanath Ki. Only 11 verses are there. First 4 verses are related to our devotional service. First verse is controlling the senses. Vacho vegam manasa krodha vegam jiva vegam udaropastha vegam. The one who can control these 6. Jai Sri Sri Radha Radhanath Ki Jai. Giraj Govardhan Ki Jai. Sri Sri Gauranidaya Ki Jai. In spiritual life, one has to control. Prajalpa is not required. Okay. Where we don't have to talk, better keep quiet. Less talk, better. More talk, we talk something which is undesirable. We don't understand that whether I'm talking desirable or undesirable, but others will understand. When we talk, we think that I'm talking correctly. But whether we are talking correctly or not, has to be judged by the audience. Okay? So it is that the devotee has to talk only as little as possible. If at all talk, Srila Prabhupada says, talk about Krishna. Otherwise, don't talk about. Okay? Either talk about Krishna or glorifying the devotees. Otherwise, not. So we have to watch ovigam. Naturally, everybody want to talk. The urge to speak, we have to control it. Manasa Kurudam, mind thinks it. Okay? The one who can control the 6 urges, then he can properly situate in the devotional service. He will continue in the devotional service. And last he says that he can take up the question of the spiritual master. Second one says, what are the 6 anarthas which will affect our devotional service. Atyahara prayasasta. The third one says that what are the 6 items which will help us improve the devotional service. And in the devotional service, what is required? Uchaha nishchayan dharma. Uchaha. We must have the enthusiasm. With the word uchaha comes uchav. Today Jagannath Rathatra Utsav there. Let us go. Yesterday we all went for a beach program. It is Utsav. If you don't have the utsaha, enthusiasm, can we go and enjoy? Oh, why did I come? We feel sleepy there also. So, in the devotional service, Srila Prabhupada said, enthusiasm is required. If you don't have the enthusiasm, one cannot serve the Lord. Rather, it is an offense. You see the 64 items of devotional service, one should be enthusiastic to serve the Lord. You should feel that, oh, how fortunate I am that Lord has given me opportunity to serve His lotus feet. And really it is a great opportunity. We have so many initiated devotees. Out of so many hundreds thousands of initiated devotees, how many get opportunity to serve the lotus feet of the Lord? You can think yourself. In the morning 4 to 6, everybody in the Kumbhakarna asana. Everybody say, oh, too busy. What are you doing in the 4 to 6? If not working days also, if God the will, everybody can come. If they are serious about their life, for which we have taken the initiation, yes, I'll get up 3:30, take bath and go to Mangalarati, take blessings of the Lord. After Tulsi Arti, go and have a Kumbhakarna asana again, no problem. But no, we that need the determination. So that's a dhira. Even Saturday, Sunday, the temple hall should have been full. If their devotees are serious in the life. If the devotees are not serious, how can we expect the non-devotees to be serious? So, for the devotional service, utsaha required. That's why Srila Prabhupada is stressing in the explanation purport, utsaha, the devotional service. If you don't have the utsaha, it won't, devotional service won't. The purpose for which we all take up the devotional service, commitment, initiation, the very purpose is failed absolutely. Sometimes devotees say, oh, up to the time of initiation, always coming to the temple to asking the president, I want to do this service. After initiation, bye-bye. Once in a Janmashtami. So, why it happens? People think that I achieved everything. No. Initiation is just admission to the primary school of the bhakti. Initiation is nothing. Just go to school, get admitted, registered, then you qualified. Is it? So initiation is just admission to the process of bhakti, not the completion of the bhakti. You are only going to up to the stage of anartha nivrutti. According to the process, when you are free from the anartha nivrutti, Shraddha, Satsanga, Bhajana, Kriya, Anartha Nivrutti, at that stage the initiation comes up. But it means if you are taking initiation, not engaging in service of the Lord, still we have the anarthas, impediments. Okay. So these are wonderfully explained by Srila Prabhupada in the 3rd verse and 2nd verse. And further helpful for our devotional service is said in the 4th verse. Dadati prati grunati guhyamachyati pruchati bhuntati bhojite chaiva. These 6 interactions of the devotees. If there is no interaction of the devotees with each other, it is like impersonal. When anybody comes to the temple, I see Arjuna Acharya, interact with them. That is wonderful. Oh, coming and going, okay. They come for their own, coming, taking darshan and going. So we are seeing but ignoring. That is just like the impersonal activity. Anyone coming, Prabhupada somewhere mentioned, I don't exactly remember. Anyone coming to the darshan of the Lord is not ordinary personality. Somewhere mentioned that, I don't exactly sometimes note down the reference also. Anyone coming to the temple, any living, sometimes even the demigods come to take darshan of the Lord. So anyone coming to the temple, we must see them with a great regard. Sometimes could be Krishna is coming disguised as a ordinary third class person. So that's why anyone coming to temple, we have to receive with the great. So the fourth verse gives the dadat pratigruhnati. Give and take it. Give the gift and take the gift. Okay? When the interrelations improved, then you say what is problem, what is the anartha, what is impediment, what is stopping you for advancing the devotional service. You disclose, reveal yourself to him. Because took him to confidence, he will also reveal it. Sometimes Prabhupada says that, call the devotees for the prasadam. While taking prasadam, discuss. Example given by Srila Prabhupada that, like business people, a businessman, sometime periodically you call all other business people in the same line of business, call for a party, and while everybody taking their eatings, then you will discuss the business matters. Because everybody partaking the prasadam, they will disclose how to improve the business. In the same way, Prabhupada suggests that devotees should also, like householders, they should call the temple devotees, yes, oh Prabhu come. Not only temple devotee, other devotees also come and have a prasadam. Then ask how to develop our devotions. Not that, material things. Devotee, they are nothing to talk material. When you meet spiritual master, we never should talk about the material things at all. I saw many times people are, Guru Maharaj, my son is not studying. So your son is not studying, what is Guru is going to do? Guru has nothing to do with those things. My daughter is not getting married. So Guru is not a broker marriage. They are material. Sometimes Gurus entertain, not to disappoint. But intelligent devotee will ask transcendental subject matters. In the Upadeshamrita, nicely Srila Prabhupada stress on this point also. Having said the 4 verses, these 4 verses are related to the devotional service of individual. Now, we have so many devotees. Now, how to categorize the devotees? One should interact with the devotees. And they must see which type of devotee I am interacting with. Just like in the school, when the student is you want the highest marks, you want to get the distinction in the examination, you must associate with the students who are getting distinction. Do you agree? You are in school. The one who is studying well, I always make friendship. You can clear doubt and you can also encourage to study well. But I want to get the distinction 80%, 90% marks, but I want to associate with the person who is interested in the soccer game. So I will also become a football. So that's why in the same way it says that Srila Prabhupada stress on this point. Devotees should associate, but they have to categorize, we have to see, distinguish the devotees. So in the 5th verse today we will discuss different category of devotees. Repeat with me. Krishneti yasya giritam manasadriyeta jichasti chet pranatabhischa bhajantam isham susrushaya bhajana vignam ananyam anya nindadi shunya hridam ipsita sanga labhya krishneti yasya giritam manasadriyeta dichasti chet pranatabhischa bhajantamisham susrushaya bhajana vignamananyam anya Nindadisu nirudami psita sangalabhya. Translation, repeat with me. One should mentally honor the devotee who chants the holy name of Lord Krishna. One should offer humble obeisances to the devotees who has undergone spiritual initiation, diksha, and is engaged in worshipping the deity. And one should associate with and faithfully serve that pure devotee who is advanced in undeviated devotional service and whose heart is completely devoid of the propensity to criticize others. Jai Sri Radharanath ki jai. The purport. In order to intelligently apply the sixfold loving reciprocations mentioned in the previous verse, one must select proper persons with careful discrimination. The Srila Rupa Goswami therefore advises that we should meet with the Vaishnavas in an appropriate way according to their particular status. In this verse he tells us how to deal with three types of devotees: the Kanishtadhikari, third class devotee; Madhyama, second class or middle; and Uttama, first class devotee. The Harinama initiation from the spiritual master and is trying to, the Kanishtadhikari. Who is the Kanishtadhikari? The neophyte. We have received the Harinama initiation, which we say first initiation, from the spiritual master and is trying to chant the holy name of Krishna. One should respect such a person within his mind as a Kanishta Vaishnava. A Madhyamadhikari has received the spiritual initiation from spiritual master and has been fully engaged by him in the transcendental loving devotional service. So one will come to only the Madhyama stage if he is engaged in the service of the Lord. Otherwise, he will remain Kanishta. In the Kanishta also three levels is there again. Kanishta also, each of, whether it was third class or second class or first class, Kanishta, Madhyama, Uttama, Adhikari, in each of them three levels you find it. So, it's not that he has taken initiation, you respect, yes, good. We have to respect each and every living entity. But in the spiritual life, we have to see association we are talking about. So we have to see, he has taken initiation, but he is chanting, following the regulative principle. So only following the regulative principle, then chanting, then he is a third class devotee. Jai Sri Radharanath ki jai. Why? Because unless we engage in association of the devotee, one cannot be properly situated in the devotional service. Irrespective which, whether it's first class devotee, second class devotee, third class devotee, associating with the Vaishnava is very important. Without association with the Vaishnava, then it becomes like it's all selfish. Because what we are hearing, what you are studying, how you are understanding, it depends upon self only. When we associate here from other devotees, then we see whether what I am thinking of this is right or not. So that will come up. So, irrespective of which state, one has to associate devotee in according to the different divisions. A Madhyamadhikari, middle class or second class devotee, has received spiritual initiation from the spiritual master and has been fully engaged by him in the transcendental loving service. The Madhyamadhikari should be considered to be situated midway in devotional service. The Uttamadhikari, our highest devotee, is one who is very advanced in devotional service. An Uttamadhikari is not interested in blaspheming others. His heart is completely clean and he has attained the realized state of unalloyed Krishna consciousness. According to Rupa Goswami, the association of such a Mahabhagavata or perfect Vaishnava are most desirable. In Uttamadhikari also 3 levels we have to take it. In each of them. So, Uttamadhikari, Srila Prabhupada in Conversation and Purpose writes that Uttamadhikari, when he is engaged in the preaching, he has to bring down himself to the second class devotee, Madhyama. Uttamadhikari doesn't differentiate good and bad. Why? Because when you are at that level, you see the living entity, not the body, you see the soul and super soul within that body. Whether he is a dog or human being or devotee, non-devotee, it doesn't say. For him, everybody is there. Because within the body, you see the presence of the super soul and the soul. Oh, the same Supreme Lord is there as super soul. There is same Supreme Lord in me as a super soul. The same soul in me and same soul in him. So what is the difference? So, at that stage, as Uttamadhikari cannot preach. Prabhupada writes, because when you are, unless one differentiates, how can you preach somebody? So, for that purpose, Prabhupada says that he has brought himself down to the second class, Madhyamadhikari, for the preaching purpose. For preaching purpose, he brings him to second class. Why? Because he has to differentiate, to chastise the disciples also. Then, but his thinking is, though he is situated in the Uttamadhikari, but for the sake of preaching, he comes down to second class. Just like sometimes we criticize Lord Shiva. Sometimes ignorantly they criticize Lord Shiva. Oh, say that he is the graveyard, he drink, and so many things they talk about. Not understanding. Prabhupada given a nice example in this regard. Superintendent of the prison, where is the accommodation? Where does he stay? Did you go to prison preaching? No. So, superintendent or head of the prison, his accommodation is within the prison complex. And prisoners also in the same within the compound walls. Either superintendent or in charge of the prison is prisoner. Can you say? What do you say? He is not prisoner. Though he stays. Because it is the duty to take care of the prisoners. But not that he is himself a prisoner, he is criminal, no. In the same way, the Lord Shiva, his department is for the living entity in the mode of ignorance. For them he is controller, discipliner. In the same way, it doesn't mean that he is in the mode of ignorance, no. He is always in the pure mode of goodness. Okay. But it is activity like that. In the same way, sometimes the Uttamadhikari, for the preaching purpose, like Srila Prabhupada, he brought himself to the second class Madhyamadhikari to preach, to chastise, to correct the disciples. But he is always, Prabhupada always situated in the Uttamadhikari stage. Though for the preaching purpose, we bring him down to second class. When we criticize anyone, we are in the Madhyama. And as spiritual master or preacher, he has to criticize. Otherwise, you cannot help the disciple to advance in the spiritual life. One should not remain a Kanishtadhikari. Okay? One who is situated on the lowest platform of devotional service and is interested in only worshipping the deity in the temple. So such a devotee is described in the 11th chapter canto, where the categorization of the devotees are there. You find when someone asks me what is said in Chaitanya Charitamrita, what is said in Bhagavatam, slightly different. There is no difference, it is understanding different. Okay? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also quotes the same verses from Bhagavatam 11th canto and gives some other explanation. Okay? Lord Sri Krishna is instructing Uddhava. This is called final instruction. 11th canto is known as the Uddhava Gita. Okay? Who is the Kanishtadhikari, third class devotee? Acharyameva haraye pujam yan sadhayetahe natad bhakteshu chanyeshu sa bhakta prakrita smritaha. Prakrita means third class devotee, Kanishtadhikari. A person, repeat with me, a person who is very faithfully engaged in the worship of the deity in the temple, but who does not know how to behave towards the devotees or people in general, is called a Prakrita Bhakta or Kanishtadhikari. One therefore has to raise himself from the position of the Kanishtadhikari to the platform Madhyamadhikari. A Madhyamadhikari is described in Srimad Bhagavatam. So Prabhupada says that nobody should stay in the position of the Kanishtadhikari. So Kanishtadhikari to Madhyamadhikari to raise, what is the first requirement? Association and service. One should associate with the devotees and engage in service under the guidance. And only chanting alone will not help to move from the Kanishta to Madhyama. Because to become properly situated in the Madhyamadhikari, you understanding the philosophical approach is required. Reading the Bhagavatam, understanding. To understanding the Bhagavatam, we have to associate the devotees. Satam prasangam mama virya samvido bhavanti hrutkarna rasayana katha tajjoshanadasvapavargavartmani shraddharatir bhakti anukramishati. Kapila Maharshi also says, one should hear from the devotees. We hear from the devotees when we take association of the devotees. Like coming, we all are sitting here, we are hearing, discussing it. Okay. What Acharya has written, we are discussing. Then we discuss, is it right, any question, any objection, any suggestion, any criticism. It's not that one-way traffic, it is all-way traffic it is. Okay. So my opinion could be wrong. That's why end of the class always say, any question, any suggestion, criticism. There was criticism also accepted. Why? Because unless we critically study, how can we advance how can we understand the topic? One should understand very critically. That's why in the philosophy, those who study the philosophy, first go in the negative way. Negation, then go to the assertive mode. Unless you go to the negative, negating, how can you prove that existence of something? First go in the negation, then about the assertion. That is the approach of the philosophy. Those who study the philosophy, the degree, ask them. Okay. The Madhyamadhikari is described. Okay, what is the Kanishtadhikari? That only is, at least Srila Prabhupada writing that the one who is engaged in service. So one who is just taken initiation but not engaged in service is Kanishtadhikari. Which grade? Third class. Within the Kanishtadhikari, grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. Grade 1 Kanishtadhikari is the one who engage in service. Only initiation take enjoying the household life. Then is a Kanishta, double Kanishta. Okay. Madhyamadhikari, Ishvara tadadhineshu baliheshu disastusa prema maitrikapa peksha yakkaroti sa madhyama. The Madhyamadhikari is a devotee, repeat with me, Madhyamadhikari is a devotee who worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead as the highest object of love, makes friends with the Lord's devotee, is merciful to the ignorant, and avoids those who are envious by nature. Okay. And devotees have to be cautious associating with the people who are envious. Okay. Because one of the four envious one becomes envious because of the false ego. False ego is the right hand and enviousness is the left hand. Both are the brothers. Okay? One of the anartha, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, madhamacharya contaminations. Okay? So one of the most dangerous anartha is the false ego. The false ego, when he got a false ego, his brother enviousness will also follow. So they go together. So therefore one has to be cautious associating whom we are associating. So the Madhyamadhikari, the devotee who worship the Supreme Lord as the highest object of love, makes friends with the Lord's devotee. Sometimes devotees say, yes, we are studying, we have got the proper understanding of the devotee. But what about the service? So unless one engages in the service, it cannot come to any category. So even if he is Madhyamadhikari, but unless he can associate with the devotee, engage in service under guidance of the devotees, it cannot be properly situated in Madhyamadhikari Uttama. It can be Madhyama Kanishta. This is the way to cultivate devotional service properly. Therefore, in this verse, Srila Rupa Goswami advised us how to treat various devotees. Okay. We can see from practical experience that there are different types of Vaishnavas. The Prakruta Sahajiyas generally chant the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, and they are attached to women, money, and intoxication. Although such persons may chant the holy name of the Lord, they are not yet properly purified. When we take up to the devotional service, what is our understanding? At what understanding we take up to the process of initiation? What understanding? When we understand this material world is full of the disturbances. Devotee, when going to first time, paying obeisance to her son, not suppose mother never should pay obeisance to son. It is the son's age will reduce. But here mother devotee paying obeisance to the son. Because she understands that her son is Supreme Lord Narayana. Now mother is not paying obeisance to the son, but is the Supreme Lord. It means she has transcended this material nature, the understanding. Okay. And then Nirvinna Satadam. He says that I am fed up of this material sense enjoyment. Though your father is a great yogi, but I never learnt anything. She is not ordinary personality. She is daughter of Swambhu Manu. She is the wife of a great sage of Ashtanga Yogi, Mahayogi, Kardam Maharshi. She served her husband 100 years without eating, sleeping. Such austerity, can we say she is ignorant? No. But the way process is, when you approach the saintly person to know something, we have to submit ourselves as fool number one. If I go to spiritual master and say, Guru Maharaj, I read all the 10 cantos Bhagavatam. Chaisi also I read it. Already you are saying that you did everything. What is going to say? Oh, very good, nice, you are done. Keep it up. We are not going to spiritual master to show our greatness. We are going to spiritual master to learn something from him. So you have to go like empty pocket. Guru Maharaj, I don't understand anything. I am trying to move forward in devotional life, but I am unable to. With a humbleness we have to approach. Therefore, though Mother Devotee is a highly elevated personality, but the process is saying that I completely fallen in the material world. 2 verses very important. No time to discuss those. And when you approach saintly people, we have to, our consciousness, understanding should be like that. We never should show the saintly people or spiritual masters that I know something. Also such persons may chant the name of the Lord they are not yet properly purified. Such people should be respected within one mind. Mentally respect. Why? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, who is Vaishnava? In Chaitanya Charitamrita, when asked by who is a Vaishnava? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, anybody chanting the name of Krishna is a Vaishnava. Other Vaishnava is a very great, it is. Skanda Puran definition given with the 6 verses. Okay. Who is Vaishnava? Qualities, everything. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so merciful that he said, anyone chanting the name of Krishna is a Vaishnava. Okay. But that Vaishnava in which category we have to? We respect because he is chanting Krishna's name. If not today, one day he will be purified. He can be elevated. So he is taking on the right path, he is chanting, so we must respect him mentally. Okay. As a matter of fact, Vaishnavas never should disrespect any, whether is a devotee, non-devotee. Even non-devotee also as a Vaishnava, we must politely talk. A couple of times I said, when a person meets normal person, non-devotees, when they meet each other, what they say, how they interact with each other? Somebody calling on telephone, how do they answer? Ganga Mata. Before you become a devotee, somebody calling you on phone, how do you answer? Hello. Huh? You are calling hell. Is it? And now how you do call it? How do you answer? Hare Krishna. There is difference. That's why Arjuna asked Krishna, Sisa prajnasya kaha bhasha samadhistasya keshava sitadi kim prabhasheta kim asita vrajeta kim. In 1 verse 6 questions he asked it. It means a devotee is the way of talking, way of walking, way of sitting, way of interacting. Everything is different than others. You can see yourself. So, a devotee, whether we are interacting with a non-devotee or devotee, the way is different. Because we see the presence of the Supreme Lord in that devotee also. Because of ignorance, this jiva, this living entity, in the wrong path. So we should help. That is the mission of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. We should not ignore anything. Oh, is the rascal? No. Is the right kind of. Srila Prabhupada said also that when he met all the people in America, they are the right candidates for the bhakti. You see, Prabhupada made them pure Vaishnavas. In this Krishna conscious movement, a chance is given to everyone without discrimination of caste, creed and color. Everyone is invited to join this movement. Sit with us, take prasada and hear about Krishna. When we see that someone is actually interested in Krishna consciousness and want to be initiated, we accept him as a disciple for the chanting of the holy name of the Lord. When a neophyte devotee is actually initiated and engaged in devotional service by the orders of the spiritual master, he should be accepted immediately as a bona fide Vaishnava. And obeisances should be offered when one is engaged in the service of the Lord. Not only initiation. Only one is, we must pay obeisance to the Vaishnava who engage in service. Nowadays, slowly, in ISKCON also, that Vaishnava case is lacking. We used to see, when you see the senior Vaishnavas, people used to pay obeisances. Now say Hare Krishna Prabhu. Yes, that's good. But paying obeisance, you are not paying obeisance to him, but to Supreme Lord. And also we are learning to be humble. Okay. It is a practice that help us to move ourselves from the false ego to the real ego. Jivera Swarupoe Krishnera Nityadas. The senior Vaishnavas has to be respected. And all the senior devotees always respect the juniors even. Okay. So slowly the culture is going out respecting the senior devotees. If we bring back that culture of that senior devotee, let me pay obeisance at least once in a day. Whenever we see first time, we must pay obeisances. So you're not getting anything, but you get so much. The one who paying obeisance learns so much. You get so much mercy, blessings of the Vaishnavas. This paragraph you do, if you stop it. Out of many such Vaishnavas, one may be found to be very seriously engaged in the service of the Lord and strictly following all the regulative principles, chanting the prescribed number of rounds of japa on beats, and always thinking of how to expand Krishna conscious movement. Such a Vaishnava should be accepted as Uttamadhikari. Okay? So still this we stop here. It is further to be discussed. Any question? Yes. Yes. Can you come nearby? My hearing not that good. In absence of spiritual master. Really? I didn't get it to tell you. No, they feel like what? Good. It is good. That is good feeling. The feeling food is very good. Huh? See, that's why I give an example. Lord Shiva and the head of the prison house. See, though we have the knowledge in front of spiritual master and Vaishnava, senior Vaishnava, we should not show our knowledge. Okay. That will help us. It is a qualification. Okay. That is okay. Then how do you?
We're asked to speak or share our realization.
Realization. Okay, realization. Now, one of the room conversation, one of the disciples, Prabhupada said, "Oh, Prabhupada, when I'm chanting, I find the effulgence coming up." Prabhupada said, "Just forget it." Yes, we can say the realization if spiritual master asks you. Okay. The realization sometimes is the mental concussion. We have to be very cautious. Real realization comes only after the Madhyamadhikari. Madhyama, Uttama. As I said, within Madhyama, within all the three, third and second, okay, is perfectly Madhyamadhikari. Before that, it won't come. Realizations means what? There has to be purification of impediments, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, madamacharya. They are minimizing. When they minimize to 50%, then our realizations will start. Okay, because so long as we are subject to this one, no realization. Sometimes it could be mental concoction. That's why Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur in Harman Chintamani cautions about the mental concoctions. Okay. So realization, you feel that really, if the spiritual master is there and ask, how do you feel chanting, for example? Then you can say, I don't know, sometimes I'm feeling that, I don't know whether it's right or wrong. Then he will clarify it. Okay? Rather than say that, I am not able to see, but I am getting, I don't understand what it means. Then he will clarify it. Or otherwise say, oh, Guru Maharaj, when I see, I was chanting Krishna and I could see Krishna, Radha Krishna in my heart. One person was telling you, not yet he got initiated. So when I chant Hare Krishna, I see Krishna walking. Recently, this year only. I said, you are very fortunate. What can I say? I said, you are very fortunate. If really got that realization of seeing Krishna walking, Then why do you think I will stay at home? Huh? So sometimes it is illusion, concoction, mental illusions. And good, at least is able to see illusion also, Krishna. Good it is. With the spiritual master dealing, we have to be a little cautious, not show ourselves. If spiritual master asks us, he can read the minds of the disabled. People say, oh, it's all nonsense, not possible. I gave an example. Somebody asked him in India. When you are in students, we all were some students. And so one day, sometime we don't do the homework. We think that, 20 students are, they will do. Teacher won't ask me. And luckily, teacher asked me only. Is it? Did it happen? How does the teacher knows? But the student psychologist, teacher psychologist, they know it. Dealing with everyday students, they know. Just by seeing the face, the spiritual master also knows his disciples, what are they. So, yes, if the spiritual master asks you about your realization, understanding, yes, you can tell. But they are also in a submissive way. More we adopt the more submissive process in front of spiritual master, more we advance it. Sometime I heard that, my Guru Maharaj doesn't know management. He came to the level of judging the Guru Maharaj. I said, Prabhu, you are a highly elevated soul. I could not keep quiet. I said, you are an elevated soul. You know better than Guru Maharaj. Comes up. Maya doesn't leave anyone. But devotees also dips in there. Oh, I am a great sannyasi. I am 20 years in sannyasa. So, if I am a sannyasi, I very so proud. Bhakti Tirtha Swami Maharaj in the Surrender, what is Surrender to me? What is that? Book he wrote that the senior devotees, sannyasis must be very careful. When they go, everybody paying obeisances, and as you grow slowly, you think that it is your birthright that everybody should pay obeisances. Then you are caught by the Maya. You notice this word. So, Vaishnava is always, his position is a servant. Okay. Ignoring that mood, he thinks anything else is caught by the Maya. Maya caught the devotees, non-devotees, everybody. Devotees caught in their own way, non-devotees caught in their own way. It's very clever. Because she is first-class devotee of the Lord. No one can be better devotee of Lord than Maya. In the Brahma Samhita, what Brahma says? Srushti sthiti pralaya sadhana shakti reka chaye vayasya bhuvanani vibharti durga ichchanurupam api yasya cheshtate sa Govinda Madi Purusham Samaham Bhajami. Creation, maintenance, annihilation. The Maya goes like a shadow always. What may Lord want before Lord can disclose? Reading the mind of the Lord, she acts. So, with the spiritual master Amuli, yes, if you ask her, you reveal. Okay?
Thank you so much, Maharaj.
Okay?
Thank you.
Any others? Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Jagat Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai.